Hi, my name is Fleur, and in this video we will focus on a healthy spine. We'll mobilize and strengthen the back and also open up in the chest area. Okay, so we're gonna interlock the fingers and then the hand palms are straightening up to the ceiling, taking the shoulders all the way up on your inhale. And on your exhale, softening the shoulders down and maybe just moving the head a little bit from left to right, making sure that the neck is relaxed. Really feeling this extension through the arms and a stretch for the shoulders. On your next exhale, taking the hands forward and then the chin to the chest and maybe also the upper back slightly rounding. Take a breath in, feeling the head hanging down. And exhale, softening the forehead. And on your next inhale, reaching the arms up again. Softening the shoulders down, opening up in the shoulder area, maybe the elbows slightly back, relaxing in the neck, taking a breath in. And on your exhale, taking the arms forward, parallel to the floor, and then again, chin to the chest, maybe pressing the hands forward as the upper back comes back. And exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale to take your arms up. And on your exhale, taking the hands behind the head. Now you can take your elbows all the way back to open up in the chest area. And on the exhale, we bring the elbows towards each other. And then just let the chin drop to the chest. Now if you like, really let the weight of the hands rest on the head to take that stretch on the back of the neck. Breathing out. Breath in. And breath out. As you inhale, taking the elbows to the side and open up in the chest again. And maybe also slightly looking up towards the ceiling. A little heart opener. And a little bit opening in the upper back. Taking another deep breath in, elbows back. And on your exhale, elbows towards each other. And again, the chin dropping to the chest. Exhale. Breathing in, softening in the forehead. And breathing out, relaxing the jaw. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale to take the elbows up to open up in the chest again. And on the exhale, we'll take a twist to the right side. One hand on your knee and the right hand behind you. Pressing the hands down to lengthen the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And exhale, softening the shoulders down. 2 more breaths. Exhale. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Arms coming back up to the middle. Inhale, arms up. And on your exhale, opening up to the left side. Taking the hands down. And as you inhale, press the hands down to lengthen the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Exhale to soften the shoulders. And we stay for 2 more breaths here. Try to really feel the crown of the head in line with the spine. And with the tailbone, exhale for 1 more breath in. And breath out, softening in the face. And then we come back to the middle, keeping the arms low, hands on your knees. And then just drawing circles with the nose. One direction, just relaxed in the neck, soft in the neck. And then we take the circles in the other direction, feeling that the knees are still heavy here. So that's there. Easier to relax in the hips. 1 more circle here. And then taking your head in the middle. And we're taking the right ear to the right shoulder. Now feel that both shoulders are heavy. And then we take the right hand on the left shoulder and just feel the weight there. So there's a stretch over the left side of the neck. Take a breath in and breath out. One more breath in, softening in the jaw. And as you exhale, chin to the chest, head down. And then take your left arm or your left hand to the right shoulder, so you give yourself a hug. And still there is the stretch for the back of the neck if you like. One more breath in here. Breath out. To take the elbows up to the ceiling and then opening up in the arms and taking the hands on the knees. Coming for the other side, left ear, left shoulder, softening both shoulders and both shoulders heavy. And then the left hand on the right shoulder to give a little bit of extra weight. So you're not pulling down, you just use the hand resting down on the shoulder. Breathing in and breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale the chin to the chest, head down and wrapping your arms around the upper body. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breath out. Sitting up tall through the spine, and then on your next inhale, taking the elbows up and open up in your arms. Exhale to take the hands down, and we come forward for hands and knees. So go ahead and go forward over the knees. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And engage your abdomen, so making sure you're not hanging in the lower back. You draw the lower belly in and up to the spine, and you feel the length of the neck in line with the spine. Now we're going to take the right fingers to point back. You roll over the fingers, and then the left back of the hand is coming on the floor. So all fingers are pointing back. Make sure you're engaging in the abdomen to not hang in the lower back. One breath in. Breath out. Left hand palm flat on the floor, fingers facing forward. And then the right hand palm also fingers facing forward. Left hand palm, fingers pointing back, hand palm flat on the floor, and then the back of the right hand on the floor. Coming for the other side. Exhale to engage your abdomen and feeling the length in the neck, opening up in the chest and in the upper back as well. From there, placing the right hand flat on the floor, spread your fingers wide, and the left fingers spreading the fingers wide, both hand palms on the floor. As you exhale, round your back. Now draw the lower belly in and up to the spine, so you engage your belly and really relaxing the neck so you can take your head from left to right. And then on your next inhale, dropping the belly to arch in the spine, opening up in the chest and lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale to round the lower belly in and up to the spine, letting the head drop down, relaxing the neck. Inhale to drop the belly, arching the spine and lengthening the back of the neck. And once more, rounding the back, engaging the belly as you stay here, pressing the hands down. And then bring your knee to your chest. Bring the knee into the chest, quite high up, so you're engaging your belly more. Make sure you are not hanging in the left hip now. And then on your inhale, take your right foot up, flexing the right foot, and a little arch in the back. Exhale, the knee to the chest, rounding the back. Inhale to open up. Exhale to round. So see if the knees can stay in like a train track, so you're not hanging in one of the hips. On your inhale, open up in the chest. Exhale one more time to round into the knee to the nose. And your next inhale, lifting the foot up. And either stay here, pressing the hands down and engaging the belly, Or maybe reaching your left hand behind you towards your ankle. Stay there. Or maybe bending the right knee deeper and see if you can hold onto your ankle. Stay there, or if there is space, press your foot into your hand and take the chest forward. So making sure it's not arching in the lower back so far. You're engaging the belly and then maybe looking to the left side. Breathing in and breath out. One more breath in. And exhale, looking down, hand and knee on the floor, tucking the toes under, and we lift up to downward facing dog. So just stretch it out here. Moving the hips from left to right, maybe bending and straightening one leg at a time. And then coming forward, downward facing dog, still position. And then on your next inhale, coming forward to a high push-up plank. Engaging the belly and reach through the heels back. Broaden the chest, broaden the upper back. And then maybe first your knees down on the floor as we come all the way down to the floor with the pubic bone in the chest. Point the toes back, press the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest in cobra. Now the back of the neck stays long and the elbows move towards the chest. Reaching the arms back. Keep pressing the feet down. Lengthening the neck. And from there, reaching your arms to the front. So you circle them to the front. And circle them to the back. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders. And coming for hands and knees position again. Hands and knees. Position the knees underneath the hips. And we come for the other side. So on the next exhale, rounding the back. Bring the left knee into the chest. A little bit higher, and from there on your inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale to round, bring it all in and up. Inhale, lifting up, opening up in the chest. Exhale to round. And then one more time as you inhale, open up in the chest. And then either stay here, strong in the belly, maybe reach the right arm behind you. And maybe bend the left knee a bit deeper. See if you can hold onto your ankle behind you. Press your foot into your ankle. Press your ankle into your hand. And from there, maybe opening up in the chest with the heart coming forward. Breathing in. Breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale, looking down, hand and knee on the floor. Tucking the toes under and lift up and back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breath out. So try not to be rigid in any of the positions. You are still breathing. You're reaching down and reaching up at the same time. There's an energy reaching forward and reaching back at the same time. Inhale to come forward to a high push-up plank. Stay there for a moment to really activate through the legs. Straightening the legs and reaching through the heels back. Engaging the lower belly in and up to the spine to broaden in the chest and the upper back. And from there on your exhale all the way down. Maybe first your knees down. And then pointing the toes back. Press the feet down as you inhale, Cobra. Bhujangasana. Exhale down, tuck the toes, hands and knees, downward facing dog, fluid transition. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees as you stay high on your toes and reach your hips all the way back. Inhale, pick up your right foot and step it between your hands. Left knee comes down. Maybe you want to use your blanket here underneath the knees. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs a bit or a lot, folding over the right leg. And exhale, taking the left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs, hips come back, especially the right hip. And exhale, bending the left knee down on the floor. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs, right hip back, relax your shoulders. Exhale, bringing the left knee down on the floor. Inhale, arms up, and then stay here. Just lifting a little bit in the heart center and opening up in your arms as if you're holding a big globe. The back of the neck stays long, a little arch in the upper back. Exhale, taking the hands down. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, stay here. Inhale, forward high push-up plank, belly strong. Exhale all the way down to the floor, keeping the elbows close to the body. Point the toes back. Inhale, cobra. Back of the neck long, no tension in the neck. Exhale down, tuck the toes under, hands and knees. Downward facing dog, stretch it out. One breath in. And breath out, press underneath the base of your index fingers. Inhale, coming high on the toes. And exhale, bending both knees, hips coming back. Inhale, pick up your left foot, guide it forward between the hands. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs, left hip coming back. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs. Inhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the legs, soften the shoulders. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, and we stay. So engaging in the belly and feeling that the hips are square, left hip slightly back. And then opening up in the upper back, lifting the heart center towards the ceiling. Imagining you're holding a big globe. Back of the neck stays long and belly stays active. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Stay there, exhale. And breathing in. And breath out. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bending the knees, hips coming back. Inhale, pick up your right foot. Exhale, place it between the hands and then the left knee down. This time, point your toes back. Inhale to take your arms up and keeping the right knee above the ankle. Engaging the lower belly and keeping the hips leveled and parallel to the floor. Press the right foot down to then reach your arms a bit higher and lifting the heart center towards the ceiling. One more breath in. And exhale, taking the hands on the floor. Tuck your left toes under and straighten the left leg behind you. Right arm coming up for a twist. So you can always use a block here underneath the left arm to extend the arms. The exhale draws the lower belly in and up to the spine and taking the right hip back. One more breath in. Exhale the hands down and then opening the toes to the long side of your mat. Right hand underneath the heart, left arm coming up. So we kind of try and keep the hips level with the floor here. So think of lifting the left hip a bit more. One more breath in, rooting both feet down. Exhale, taking the hands on the floor and frame the right foot, point toes pointing forward. Exhale, stepping back to downward facing dog. Breathing in to come forward. High push-up plank, strong in the belly. And exhale slowly all the way down. Point the toes back. Inhale, lift the chest. And then reaching the arms behind you. And circle them all the way to the front. Keep pressing your feet down. Reaching through the fingers and take your arms back. lifting in the chest, lengthening in the neck. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, hands and knees to downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, bending the knees, hips coming back. Inhale, pick up your right foot, guide it forward between the hands, right knee down and point the toes back. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to engage the belly and feeling the hips square and leveled. And from here, see if there can be a little lift and opening in the heart center, opening up in your arms, as if you're holding it, the big globe, and keeping the belly active so you're not hanging in the lower back. Your next exhale, hands coming down to the floor, tuck the right toes under, straighten the right leg, and then lifting the left arm up for the twist. So maybe you can feel this long line from the right hand pressing down to extend through the arms to the left fingers. One more breath in, reaching the heel back as you reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, hand down. Then open the toes to the long side of your mat, left hand underneath the heart, right arm coming up. So we try to have both feet equally rooting down, but relaxing in the toes. One more breath in and breath out. Looking down, hands to the floor, either side of your foot, toes pointing forward. And then we step the right foot all the way forward. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, coming down. And here just bending the knees. And you can swing a bit from left to right. Softening in the shoulders and feeling the head heavy so the neck can relax. You can either stay here with the knees bent, maybe you'd like to hold on to your elbows, and maybe you'd like to straighten the legs a bit or a lot. Exhale, drawing the lower belly in and up to the spine, and see if the hips can move slightly forward so you are not hanging in the heels. One more breath here. Exhale, bend the knees, take the hands down on the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. You can straighten the legs a bit or a lot. Exhale, hands down, bending the knees and step back to downward facing dog. One breath in and breath out. Inhale, forward, high push-up plank. And as you exhale, slowly come all the way down to the floor. So engaging the belly and the arm muscles, and from there point the toes back. Interlock the fingers behind the back as you press your feet down, lift up in the chest. Pressing the feet down, but lifting the chest, and feel the length in the neck as well. One more breath in. And on the exhale, gently coming down. Right ear to the floor, and you can let the heels come out to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. Now bring your forehead to the floor, extend your legs and reach the fingers back. You can bring your feet together or a bit wider if the lower back feels sensitive. And then let's have the hand palms flat on the floor to lift the legs off the floor. And relaxing the neck. From there, lift your chest up. Feeling this long line, energy reaching forward, reaching back. Pressing down and lifting up. And from there, coming down. Taking the left ear to the floor and your left arm to the side with the hand palm facing down. Right hand next to your face, roll over to the left side of your body and bend your right knee, step your right foot behind you. And from there, take your right hand behind you to the sacrum. Now this is quite a stretch for the front of the shoulders. depending on how you feel in the body. Some of us maybe also bend the left knee, and maybe then the hips can come on the floor. Maybe even the right hand could come with the pinkies together. If you could feel that there is still a pinky, a hand there behind you. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale, release the arms and gently rolling over slowly to come and lay down on your belly. And we come for the other side. Right arm to the side, right ear to the floor, and we roll over. Left foot behind you, and you can take your hand behind you as well to the sacrum. Either stay here or maybe bending the right knee as well. And come for a deeper stretch there, maybe if that is available in your body at this moment. And maybe see if you can find your pinkies behind you there. Absolutely not necessary to see how your body feels at this moment. Taking a stretch for the right shoulder, and we take one more breath in. And breath out. Gently releasing arms and legs, taking the left hand next to your face, coming on the belly, reaching both arms back, lifting in the chest. Either stay here or take also your feet off the floor for full Salabhasana. Either stay here or bend your knees, flex your ankles, and see if you can hold on to your ankles. Stay here, keeping the knees kind of hip width, or press your ankles into your hands and opening up in the heart center to the front. So you can gently move a bit to the front and the back, rocking a bit. But you keep pressing your feet into your hands. And notice that there is then the opposition, the opening in the heart center. And on the next exhale, coming down. And let's take the hands in front of us to lift the chest. Right arm coming under, thread the needle and come to lay down on your back. You can bend your knees here. And maybe you want to practice with a block if you feel ready to rest. Otherwise, you can also have an active position. To stay here for a moment, stepping your feet hip width on the floor. And see if with your fingertips, maybe you can touch your heels. So if you want to come for a resting pose here, you press the feet down into the floor and you lift your hips and you can take the block underneath the sacrum. So maybe the middle height, and in such a way that you feel you're lengthening the lower back. Hand palms facing up, either stay here or if it feels comfortable in the spine and in the back, maybe lengthening the legs out to the front. If you feel that there is still some more action and enthusiasm in the body and the mind, then you can also lift up with the hips and interlock your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders under. And stay in a bit more active position. So the toes are slightly facing in. You're pressing the feet down to lift your hips up and in the direction of your face. And the same for the chest and the heart space. Lifting up and in the direction of your face. If you are in that active position, gently release the hands away from underneath and release the shoulders to come down. And taking the hips on the floor, you can take your feet together and the knees out to the side. If you are in the position with the block or any other prop underneath your hips, if your legs were long, go ahead, bend the knees. Step the feet on the floor, lift your hips up, remove the block or prop. And as you come down, you can take your feet together, knees out to the side for a Supta Baddha Konasana. Resting pose here. And opening for the hips. Feeling your breath here. Maybe it feels nice here to take one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart center. Let the elbows rest down on the floor, feeling your breath, feeling how it moves the belly, and feeling how the breath moves the chest. And maybe it feels nice to take a few deep breaths in and out here. One more breath here. Your choice to either stay here or take your hands underneath your thighs, bringing the knees together. And from there, lengthen your legs out so you can come and lay down for the final relaxation of Shavasana. Taking the feet a bit wider than the hips and allowing the toes to drop to the sides. With the hands away from the hips and the hand palms facing up. Hand palms facing up to help you open up in the shoulder area and the chest, as we quite easily take the shoulders forward throughout the day. But it's also a beautiful symbol of receiving the benefits of the practice. And at the same time, offering it away, sharing this energy. Allowing yourself to rest in Shavasana. Final relaxation, letting go, release. Just let be instead of doing. Feeling how the body gets more and more heavy. Maybe imagining the body sinking down to the floor as you're being carried by the earth. Allowing all your muscles to let go here. And then we deepen the breath. Maybe open up your mouth like a sigh on the exhale. And from there, bringing that movement into your fingers and your toes. And maybe moving the head from left to right. Maybe extending your arms over your head, straightening the legs and flexing your feet on your inhale. And exhale, release. Bending your knees and rolling over to one side. Really let the head rest on the floor or on your arms so you can relax in your neck. Just keeping your eyes closed or at least with a soft gaze. And from there, press yourself up so you can come up to sit. Maybe you cross your other leg forward than what you usually do. Maybe use a block to come and sit on to create some space for the hips and for the lower back. Just resting the hands down on the knees. And as we come to sit at the end of the cycle of one yoga practice, just checking in, maybe anything has changed. Hopefully a bit more space has been created. And then we join the hand palms together at the heart center, feeling the thumbs connected to the heart. We breathe out. Taking one breath in to finish with one Om. And then opening up your eyes, taking the hand palms up and folding forwards, letting the head drop down, relaxing neck and shoulders. One more breath here like a sigh. And coming to roll up. And thank you very much for taking time to practice. And have a wonderful day or evening.